Once upon a time, there was an eggplant named Eddie. He lived in a small garden with all his friends, the carrots, tomatoes, and peppers. Every day he would go out and explore the garden. One day, Eddie decided to take an exciting expedition. He said goodbye to all his friends and set off on his journey. As he traveled through the garden, he saw so many wonderful things: beautiful flowers, buzzing bees, and chirping birds. Eddie kept walking until he reached a tall fence. He had never seen it before. He wondered what was beyond it. Suddenly, he heard voices coming from the other side of the fence. Eddie peeked through a hole in the fence and saw two children playing together. They were laughing and having so much fun. Eddie wanted to join them, but he didn't know how to get over the fence. Just then, a butterfly flew by with a long piece of string in its mouth. It dropped the string in front of Eddie. "What is this?" thought Eddie, as he picked up the string. Then he had an idea. He tied one end of the string around himself and threw the other end over the fence. Slowly but surely, Eddie pulled himself up over the fence. He was now on the other side of the fence with two very surprised children. The children were so excited to meet Eddie that they invited him to play with them for hours and hours. They played tag, hide and seek, and even made mud pies together. When it was time for them to go home, they said goodbye to each other with big hugs and smiles on their faces. Before leaving, one of the children gave Eddie some special seeds as a souvenir from their adventure together. Eddie thanked them both for such a wonderful day before heading back home across the garden again, carrying his special seeds in his hands. As soon as he arrived home, all his friends gathered around him asking about his expedition. Eddie told them all about meeting two new friends on the other side of the fence and playing together for hours until it was time to go home again at nightfall. His friends were so impressed by his story that they decided that every week they should take turns taking an exciting expedition like Eddie did that day. And so from then on, every week, one of them would set off on an exciting expedition while all their friends stayed behind, cheering them on until they returned safely home again at nightfall, just like Eddie did that day.